Hello. Today I will talk to you about animal research. The term animal research is controversial. The controversiality lies in the fact that how ethical is it to conduct research on animals? First of all, animals and humans differ on various aspects. However, there are some similarities as well. That is why when we want to understand human behavior, we may conduct research on animals to derive findings and connect them to various applications in human life. Rats and monkeys are the animals that have the most similarity to humans. Therefore, they are preferred more than other animals such as cats and dogs. Nonetheless, cats and dogs have also been used in research. One such example is Pavlov's dog, that he has conditioned on various tasks. But the question is, how ethical is it to use animals in research? Whilst we can ask from individual human beings consent and we may debrief them, we may introduce them the possibility of withdrawal at any time they wish. We cannot do this on animals. Still, animals have consciousness and they may suffer. But to what extent can they reason? Their reasoning is different to humans, as in they are more mechanical in their makeup and less creative. Whereas humans are able to manipulate their environment to a larger extent, this is most of the time impossible to animals. Nonetheless, because of various similarities between the species monkeys and rats, they are used as surrogates to humans in some research. How do we take their consent and how do we debrief them? The APA guidelines for animal research are as follows. 1. Research should be undertaken with a clear scientific purpose. So you have to have a clear purpose and it has to be scientific. 2. The scientific purpose of the research should be of sufficient potential significance to justify the use of non-human animals. If it doesn't justify, you use humans instead. There must be enough incentive, there must be enough reason to use non-human animals. 3. In proposing a research project, the psychologist should be familiar with the appropriate literature, consider the possibility of non-animal alternatives, and use procedures that minimize the number of non-human animals in research. So if you can minimize the use of non-human animals in research. 4. Research on non-human animals may not be conducted until the protocol has been reviewed by an appropriate animal care committee. 5. The psychologist should monitor the research and the subject's welfare throughout the course of an investigation to ensure continued justification for the research. 6. Laboratory animals are to be provided with humane care and healthful conditions during their stay in any facilities of the institution. For more information on the guideline, please visit the APA website. So, to conclude what we covered in this lecture. First, we want to understand why we use animal research. We use animals in research to derive some understandings from animals' behavior and use it in various human life conditions. We do this when there is no other way of doing research. So if we cannot do research with humans because of ethical considerations, we use animals instead. But still, there are ethical considerations in animal research as well. The quality of research relies on animals sometimes, and some research cannot be done without use of animals. For example, medical improvements sometimes require the use of animals. If we do not use some virus or some testing on animals, we cannot use these on humans. Not because humans' life is more important than animals' life, but because humans have more consciousness and their suffering and their reasoning is more coherent than animals. Still, there are ethical guidelines in using animals in research. These guidelines, covered by the APA, can be visited on their website. Some of the examples I covered are that the research must be humane. The laboratory animals must be living in humane conditions. Even though they cannot give consent, their behavior must be observed, and if there are any uneasiness in their life context, we should not continue research. I hope you find this lecture useful. See you in another lecture.